Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Lainisa with ID number 2320009 and 7, and in this video I will explain my reading report for final test reading for academic purpose. I've read an academic book with title Advanced Reading Power by Beatrice Michalaki and Linda Jeffries. So I have read one chapter. It's the 5th chapter on this book with title Patterns of Organization. So like I said before, the title is The Pattern of Organization. So in this video, I will explain my reading report from this book about the patterns of organization. So actually, patterns of organizations is important for both to writer and reader. So they are related each other. The writer use patterns of organization to make sense of what they write, so the reader will make sense for what they are reading. So in these books, Beatrice and Lina Jeffries explain about 6 patterns of organization that are usually used in English paragraph. So the first patterns of organization is listing. Listing, like the name, here, the writer gives lists for her or his main idea for the detail to support their general statement of the paragraph. So the keywords in the main idea is usually many, several, a number of, a variety of, a few, and kinds of, and then also signal words or phrases that used in listing. It's usually like, for example, for instance, first, second, another, also, besides, in addition, final, last, and most important. Okay, let's see the example from this paragraph from listing. The first is from the sentence one theory, several pieces of earth broke off, fusion theory. And then a second, several pieces of earth became the moon. And then the sentence yet another, the moon from elsewhere in the solar system. And the last is in the sentence the final, a piece of huge planetary rock struck earth and became the moon. The second is sequences. Here the writer explained his or her main idea with a series of event or steps in a process. They follow one after the other, following each other. And then the keywords that usually used in the main idea is began, account, story, process, history, and sequence. And the signal words that usually used by the writer in this paragraph is first, second, then, next, after, while, since, then, soon, finally, at least, and 70, 19, last June, later, over time, the next step, the following week. Okay, then let's see the example from sequences. In this paragraph, we can find in sentence in 1965, the first spacecraft flew near the planet, and then we found in sentence 4 years later, more photographs were collected of the planet, and then in 1971, Mariner 9 orbited Mars during the following. And we found in during the following 11-month sentence, it sent back more than 2,700 image. And next, the next major step in 1976, the landing of 2 Viking crafts on Mars surface. The third is comparison and contrast. Here, the writer write main idea with about 2 things, then the writer comparison, and then the writer explain how they are similar and different with each other. Usually, comparison include both of similarities and differences, but in contrast, it's only state about differences. The keywords or phrases that are usually used in the main idea is similarities, difference, both, in common, same, different, compare, and comparison. And then the signal words or phrases for similarities that used in this paragraph is similarly, also, in the same way, as, like, both, and in common. And then also signal words or phrases for differences. It's however, but, on the other hand, although, while, in contrast, then, conversely, yet, and unlike. The paragraph example from comparison and contrast, we can see and we can found the sentence from both expert study planetary motion and constellation. And then in the sentence, however, astronomers study heavenly bodies as a science, and on the other hand, astrologers advise people about their lives. The fourth is about cause and effect. So here, the writer main idea, it's about an event or an action that cause the other action or event. For the keywords or phrases in the main idea and signal words for details are the same and often include causes, leads to, is the cause of, results in, creates, brings about, makes, provokes, produce, gives rise to, contributes to, is due to, is the result of, comes from, results from, is produced by, is a consequence of, follows, and is caused by, and etc. Then in cause and effect, we can found the example sentence in examples paragraph here. It's in sentence because of advance in telecommunication, send comments and receive data faster. And then we found and led to new software increase abilities of the rovers, and as a result of new technology, rovers and computers can survive extreme conditions. And the last we can found in the sentence due to improved fields, the rovers can move around with ease. Then the problem and solution. Here, the writer state the main idea by give a name of problem. Then the writer gives the solution of the problem that he said before and explain what the solution of the problem. The keywords or phrases that usually used in this paragraph is situation, trouble, crisis, dilemma, or issue. And then in the body of the paragraph, keywords include solve, solution, and resolved. The last is the problem and solution. And we can find here in this paragraph example, we found in the sentence with problem, telescopes could view objects only when they were in view of Earth. And the solution that given here is a new kind of telescope.